Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our evening edition. Thank you very much for watching and being part of us. I am so much grateful because you are trying to get it live. We can be able to talk to our audience. And I want to take this opportunity to appreciate you, all my viewers who have been watching this episode since the day one. Today, I got an opportunity because I've got a DM. Most of my fans wanted me to talk how to become rich, and I said I want to do it on a live. So thank you very much. By the way, if you're watching me for the first time, please get in touch with us. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment, and I'll be taking you through on ways to become successful and to become rich in life. Many people have been asking them this kind of a question from each and every time. They have been asking themselves, they want to become rich. How they can be able to do it? You see, it's every common question. The other time I saw Mr. Beast giving out Teslas, a YouTuber that has made millions of money, and everybody wants to become rich because every person is asking, how can I wake up and become rich? And I do tell people, there is no shortcut of becoming rich. You need to start from somewhere. What do I mean? What I'm trying to mean here is actually I'm having what they call an interaction session with my fans who are able to watch me live. And I want to appreciate it because I can see around 3 people, 4 people joining and getting live. This means most of my people are already willing to listen as I talk to them. Actually, for me, like in the journey of YouTube, I did not start even a long time ago. Is when I got something that was inside me that it told me that I need to talk to people. People need to understand my journey, where I've come from, where am I today, and where am I going to. Because if I give you the whole story of where I've come from, I can tell you it's going to inspire someone. Actually, I do say I'll take some time and take you through of how my journey started, how I grew up, how I going to school, how I finished there, going to the university level, then I started looking for job, and it was not walk in the park. And that's the kind of stories that we always wish to do and inspire people. Actually, to myself, even to be here today, is very late. Actually, I'm doing a shoot of this video at exactly 12 midnight. You can imagine. Most of the people are sleeping, but I'm taking time to come and talk to you because you are my viewers and you always like to listen to me. So today episode, I'm taking time to take you through of ways to become successful person. Thank you very much. I can see we already 37 people getting live. Thank you very much. How to become successful in life. So this is the kind of a question every people have been asking me. How can I become successful in life? Have you ever wondered them that people are asking at your young age, Mr. CEO, please talk to us and tell us how to become successful in life. So thank you very much for around 52 people are joining live. Number one is, I do tell people, for you to become successful in life, you need to start acting like a rich person. Actually, let me give you a short story. When I was getting to an employment at around the age of 21 after finishing the university, it took me some time and I got a good mentor who encouraged me on getting to corporate. The reason why I was getting to corporate, it was this way. Because I wanted to become a successful person in my career wise. Because I had done a degree in the university in finance. And I wanted to make sure that I'm able to appropriate every coin that I'm able to get to start my own company. So when someone is asking you today how to become rich, you need to first of all, you yourself as a person, because I'll try as much as possible to give you a lot of details that I'm able to have. I want to give you at least 10 topics that can be able to make you rich. I know most of people have been asking this kind of a question. How do I want to become rich? What can I do to become rich? It's very much easy. Actually, I do tell people, for you to become rich, it needs a step away. Thank you very much, people watching, and for those who are getting live and joining us as we watch this episode. Number one, for you to become rich, you need to start what we call acting like a rich person. Act like a rich person. Enjoy becoming like a rich person. How do you become a rich person? People have been asking me, how can I be able to become a rich person? It's for you like a person. How do you start becoming rich as yourself? Number one, you need to have a good mindset. Just have a positive mindset that can be able to encourage you. You see, when you have a good mindset that is already positive, right? It's already an addition for you to become successful. Then for you to become successful, I do tell people you need to have that mindset that can be able to be even reading positive books. We have a lot of encouraging books that people can be able to read them from time to time. Even at the workplace where I go, I give my employees books, especially that I've wrote myself, how to become rich, how to become successful, the business they can be able to do, and so on. So each and every day you start this business, you need what we call a mindset that helps you to start up a day. Number two is that about you need to start saving earlier. So for you to become rich as a person, you need to start saving earlier. Save earlier as much as possible. You need to start saving earlier. I do tell people is the more you start saving earlier, the better for you. You need just actually, I do say it's just an easy process. You don't struggle too much. That every work that you do each and every time. So if they pay you today, what you need to do as an individual on your side is just start saving something. Save something that is small. That even if they pay you something, continue saving from time to time. And the more you save for yourself, the more you are able to make it in life. Just saving, imagine. Saving, I do tell people, all of us need to have a tradition of saving. Start saving each money, even if it's small money, even if it's a big money, just save from time to time. You are able to make it in life. Number three is that you need to talk about, number three, what I'm trying to take you about is you need to have what you call a somebody that can be able to guide you, like a mentor. For you to become richer, you need a mentor. Actually, like for me, I have a school of mentorship that I train people, that I make people to understand the best way they can be able to make it in life. So, and that is my work that I've been doing from time to time. I've been going everywhere. I've been telling people, for you to become successful, you need to do some things for your side. And most of the people that I've been encouraging, most of the people that have been doing mentorship to them, most of them have already made it in life. Why? Is because a mentorship process is always as like an ongoing process. It keeps motivated, it keeps going from time to time. So if you have a good mentor, he can be able to guide you to become successful. And actually, let me give a good example. Like myself, I have someone I'm looking to into the society, either be political space, be leadership space, be corporate wise, and so on. I'm trying to look about this, the CEO of a company. How is he managing to run the company? I'm trying to see this kind of a person. How is he managing his affairs? So the more I look onto a person, the reason actually I do advise somebody to have like somebody like a mentor is because a mentor can be able to guide you. A mentor can be able to encourage you when you're down. A mentor can be able to show you a way. And that way, you're able to become a rich person. So for you to become rich, you also need to have what you call a good mentor. Actually, another thing we want to talk about is avoiding unnecessary spending. I can tell you here today, we have a lot of people that spend because of spending. People like spending from time to time. People, they just want to spend, even if they get something small for themselves, they just want to spend. They just want to spend millions here, thousands there. I do tell people, for you to become a millionaire is just one step away. Just you need to have a coin that adds up to another coin, then 100 that comes up with another 100, then a million that will be able to add up to a million. So that is what we call a journey of a process. So if you have 1 million today and you reduce it by 10 shillings, that is not a million. It is already less, becoming a million. So for you to become rich, there's some things that need to have it on your side. I'll talk about assets also. I'll be able to talk about money that is in liquid and so on. I do for me to actually to say that when someone is already getting rich, not just because he has a lot of money in the bank, no. For when I talk about becoming rich is a point of an emphasis of how to be able to attract wealth. And I've been telling people from time to time wealth attracts another wealth. So today, if you have millions in your bank, then you are able to make and connect with good friends. You are also able to make it to many other people also to become more millionaires and more rich. So for you to make it in that kind of a circle, you need to have a way of spending. I have of a friend that likes spending from time to time. You ask him for money, he's just giving money. You ask him to give you these things, he'll give you these things. Like he's just trying to spend out of, like he doesn't want to check out that if his money is going to remain or something like that. He's a boy spending. So for you to become richer, you need to check about how well you spend. Actually, let me give it another version. There's a time I was using there was time I was moving on a flight from Mombasa to Nairobi. Then I got on the plane when I was coming in. I got about a rich man that was sitting next to me, and he was telling me something like, a young man is for you to need to account on how you spend your money. You either need to reduce having a credit card, at the same time having money in cash. So I was trying to ask this person, so why could I not be able to carry cash? He was telling me cash is the most tempting asset of money you can be able to use, because when you have cash, it's easy to spend on cash. Just spending it here and there, then you spend money here and there, you just be spending money from time to time. So he was trying to encourage me and tell me you can be able to afford what you call cash. Then number two, avoid credit cards, because you see, when you have a credit card, you are able to withdraw money just to buy things from here and there. Remember, the more you purchase things, the more your money is reducing in your account. What am I trying to mean? So when credit cards, actually they make you to become poorer. What am I mean? What do I mean? Because they always encourage people to spend from time to time. And that way of spending money from time to time, that's how you can be able to get it, that it makes you not to become rich very fast. Actually, another thing I want to talk about is about saving money from time to time. I'd mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it on a percentage now. You need to save at least 15%. Is not that money? Isn't that much money? So if today they pay you 100,000, just save 15% of it. 15% of 100,000, that is around 15,000 shillings. You can be able to save that 15,000 shillings. The reason why I encourage of having a saving culture, because you see, a culture that helps people to save, a culture that helps people to save, it is encouraging them to have a better tomorrow. I have always told people from time to time, actually, whenever I go to do my ministries, whenever I go to talk to people, whenever I do tutorials to people, I talk to them, I tell them to have a culture of saving. Saving is a good culture that nobody could be able to avoid it. Just save as much as you can. If you can be able to manage to save 20 of them, just keep saving. If you are able to manage to save more money, you can be able to have it. And the reason why I've always encouraging people to keep saving is because the more you save, the more money comes to you. Every imagine like of yourself, you keep saving money and then that money comes to you. Is not that a good, or is not something good somebody need to appreciate on? Yes. Actually, there's another rule. If you go and check on my videos that I've done before, I've done most of them, the businesses you can be able to undertake, how to save your money, which is the best platform you can be able to save your money, and so on. I've taught people how they can be able to keep their money in money market fund, how they can be able to increase it from time to time. So you see, in that way, you can be able to become a step of becoming rich. I've ever actually, like, I want to make it a practical in an easy way to make people understand what am I trying to mean. And I've always told people, just keep it, even if it's small. That 1,000 shillings that you save somewhere is more than some money that you're going to borrow. Like the same thing I've always tell people. You see, it's very much hard to get someone to help you, especially when you run out of cash. Just keep, even if it's 1,000 shillings somewhere. This money can be able to encourage you to keep saving from time to time. Actually, another thing I want to talk about it is about increasing the sources of money. For you to become rich, you need to have another sources of money. Keep getting more sources of money. The sources of money is so much many. Number one, you can be able to keep it in terms of money market fund. It can be a source of wealth for you. Number two, for you to become rich is you can buy some assets. When I talk about assets are so much many. We have assets like vehicles. We have assets like how do you call it? Houses. I have some people that buy in terms of monetary funds. Then I have other people that buy in terms of land assets and so on. You see, something like land is today you need to check up. I also want to give you some tips that you also need to check out when you talk about buying a land, something like a land. Before you buy a land, don't just buy land because of you want to buy land. You need to buy land in a good place first. You need to check up on some things, because you remember, we're trying to go on a ways of becoming rich, and you also by accumulating assets. So these assets you accumulate have to give you the best options for you getting those kind of an assets. So if you're considering getting something like a car, let me talk about land, then I come to a car. Let me talk about the land. I'm talking about the land. You need to buy land in a good place. What am I trying to mean? So for you to become rich, you need to buy land in a prime area. When I talk about prime area, is a place that can be able to add value. You can imagine a place that has value is where the place is looking, the place that is close to amenities such as schools, the place that is good to the roads, that is connectivity, the place that has a good transport networks, electricity, fenced well, and so on. What am I trying to mean? You can be able to convert back this kind of a land to cash and get money from it. That is why I'm trying to say, if you want to invest your money and then become rich, you can buy some assets like what you call land. And purchasing something like a land here can be able to encourage you to become rich. You see, you cannot be rich in terms of liquid, but you are in terms of an asset, because an asset can be able to save you. You can use it as a bond in court. You can use it an asset, something like land, to pay for cash. You can sell it to pay some other things and so on. At the same time, you can be able to build a house and stay in it and avoid paying rent. Imagine. Another thing, even you can use about the land, you can even use that land as a rental place. You can rent it out to other people to use it. So ways of becoming rich are so many. If I try to talk about ways of becoming rich, I don't know when I can be able to finish listening to them from time to time. So this kind of a land that you already have here, assume this is a land, you have bought this land somewhere else, you can be able to go and lease it to other people. People can use the same land to build houses, something like houses for commercial or residential purposes. They can be able to use this land because you are the owner of the land. You can lease it to people to plant something like agricultural products. You know, agricultural products are many. Tuko na vitu kama mboga, we have things like maize and so on. Agricultural products are so many. You have a dairy farm that can be able to be done there. We have organic. There's a lot of things. If I try to mention, I'm not able to finish. So in that way, you are able and be able to attract money and become rich. So having that kind of a land, you can see it. You put it for money that is already increasing from time to time. Remember one thing is the value for land increases from time to time. Actually, land, we do say land increases from time to time. Land today, if you buy it at around 100,000, by the time next time, in the next like 2 years, 3 years, you get that this land has already appreciated and gone very high. You can imagine. That is money you attract. And I've always told people is you need to find a way of attracting money. Attract money. The way you attract money, the way that is how it depends on how the money is going to go with you. Another thing is I'll talk about is for you to get rich. As I mentioned about source of money, I was saying about the assets. So you already have the land as an asset that can be able to make you rich. Another thing is you can purchase something like a car, vehicles, motor vehicles, and so on. You see, the bit about motor vehicle, when you have a logbook with it, you can sell it. You can use it today, you can be able to sell it tomorrow. So using this kind of a logbook can be able to make you rich very fast, because you see, today if you buy a car today and you want to sell it tomorrow, so that you can be able to liquidate that money back to cash. Remember, the kind of an asset to, of course, something like a car, it mostly sometimes depreciates in value, which we understand that. But I'm trying to mean it, something that can be able to hold you cash, can be able to hold you some cash. If you want to convert it, can be easy. If you want to convert a car today, especially in Kenya, it is easy to sell a car. So this one becomes an added advantage for you. So if it becomes easier for you to make a sale of the same, then you continue to grow your wealth and can be able to go big. Another point I'm talking about today is about starting a business. You want to become rich, you want to grow, you need to start up a business. Start a business. I've always encouraged people, each and every time, each and every day, start a business. Anza tu biashara, by the way. There's a lot of business you can be able to start. I've done a lot of videos. If you go and watch, by the way, the videos that I've done before, I've done a lot of videos on how to become rich. You can be able to start a business. Just start a business. It is so much easier. You see, when you start a business, you are becoming your owner. Imagine becoming the owner of your business. This means that you can wake up anytime, you can be able to go with it. Okay, I've always encouraged people, if you start your own business, for the first 6 months, of course, you're not going to get a profit from it. Why? Why am I trying to say so? Is because you see, when you start a business, when a business is new, you get that there's no liquid much that is flowing in. This means that after the 6 months is when you expect to get profits, you get something, the incentives and so on. So as you're starting the business from the beginning, just know that for you to become rich, starting a business can be able to help you. Like for me, let me give myself as an example. I started a business actually when I was in a university. You can imagine being at a university and I'm starting a business. Oh my God, how does it feel like? It was not an easy one. Okay, someone can ask me, what kind of a business can we be able to start? For you to start a business, it depends on the amount that you have for investment. There's a time I was given an example. There's a time I've done a video before. I was giving people a budget of 10,000 to 100,000. People were asking me, what kind of a business can I be able to start with 10,000 to 100,000? And I was trying to tell them, and I was like, what kind of business can I be able to give them? But I was trying to give them a business that is doable, that is easy to work, especially around real business. Okay, there's a lot of business you can do with 10 to 100,000. You can start a serious business. You can start an M-Pesa business. You can start a barbershop business. You can start a selling clothes business, mutumba. You can start eggs distribution business. You can go and purchase eggs. You can boil them and sell them, especially like a fast food money. So you see, there's a lot of business. Imagine a lot of business that you can be able to do with just 100,000. Actually, you get something like for these other businesses, something like a mitumba, selling second-hand clothes, second-hand shoes, and so on. You don't need that a lot of money to start that kind of a business. You don't need money that lot of money. 20,000, 100,000 is enough. The beauty about it is starting a business. You only need to know the requirements that are required to start a business. Just know the requirements. What are the requirements that are required to start a business? Does someone be able to tell me the kind of business, like if someone can be able to ask me today, what are the requirements? What you need, first of all, you need to get a room to doing a business. First of all, get a place for doing this kind of a business. For like I'm trying to give it at the best sound for you people to be able to understand me better. Is this kind of a businesses, they don't require you to have a lot of money to start from the beginning. You only need something like a 10,000 to 100,000. You can be able to go and get a room. Okay, most of the people can even tell you, I already have a room. I don't know what kind of a business I'm able to do. The kind of a business like a laundry business that requires like something like 10 to 100,000 is so much easy to manage around. You can imagine starting that kind of a business. First of all, you go and purchase a washing machine that with a dryer. A washing machine with a dryer can approximately, how much can it cost? Let me talk about 100,000. No. Washing machine can be around 60,000, 60,000 to 80,000. So with that 6,000 to 100,000, 60,000 to 80,000, you already have another 20,000 remaining. Just buy an iron box. Iron box is around 2,000 shillings. Then you purchase an ironing stand, or what you call it, a table, ironing table. Ironing table, you can be made it from a furniture places around also. How much can be that? 2,000 shillings, I guess, or 1,000 shillings also. You still have another 15,000 remaining. This 15,000 remaining is a lot of money. You can do it with a lot of things. You can do it for marketing. You can be able to use the same business doing how do you call it, you can do a lot of businesses with it, marketing. You can do advertising with it. You can be able to border rated tech products and so on, and many things also. So the same thing, like let me talk about the selling of eggs business. You can go to the farm if you have a car, or if you have a motorbike, if you have a motorcycle and so on. You can go to the people that farm chicken. Then you can be able to buy chicken and sell. You can buy eggs and sell. It's easier than that. It's easier like that, imagine. Because as we had mentioned this, you are trying to accumulate money as much as you can. You are trying to get this money today, then you take it here tomorrow, then you can be able to multiply it from time to time. So getting such kind of a business is so much easier. You can be able to go through it. You can be able to help you. You can push it on and better and better. So the beauty about this kind of a businesses, they're not much of headache. They don't give you much headache, but it's just growing your wealth. So if you can do, I have even some other people that do sell eggs as a side hustle business. It's very much to imagine. You can sell eggs. How does it look like, by the way? Isn't that much good? You go and buy eggs at 365 shillings for as a crate. That is around approximately around 10 to 12, 15 shillings there per piece. Then you go and boil these eggs and sell them. You're going to make a double profit. Imagine of that. So then you can hear people telling me, oh, I don't know what kind of businesses I can do. Okay, I get a lot of DMs each and every day. When I go, people ask me to go and talk to them about businesses. People are asking me, Bana CEO, what kind of businesses am I able to do? How can I start my businesses if I have this amount of money? What can I be able to do? And so on. So it can tell you clearly you can start from somewhere. Like me when I was in campus, I used to we used to have a market in Gekomba. I used to go and buy ladies' jackets. Then I come to school, then I go home, I iron them. Then tomorrow when I'm coming to classes, I can go with around 3 to 4 jackets. So people used to know me that I was selling jackets in school. Actually, I even got another opportunity to sell sweets in school. I can go and buy a packet of sweets from a supermarket or from a retail, from a shop that sell wholesale. It was around 120 shillings, like the packets of sweets inside there. Then that sweet you can sell 2 pieces at 10 bob. You see, in a class, you can just go from one class to another. People will always want something to chew, something to do it, and so on. So you can be able to sell these sweets and make money. Actually, I go to talk to a lot of comrades in universities. I talk to in forums. I talk to them how they can be able to make money while in school. There is a lot of ways. There's a lot of opportunities. Actually, I know some people who are so rich when we were in campus. And it's not because they were that rich because of getting that rich. No, it's because they did some things that making them so rich. It doesn't take a lot of time and opportunities because you need to understand yourself. For university student, you need to you have around 6 classes in a week, sometimes look about 10. You can have like 1 class in a day. So you can imagine the whole of the time you'll be just in school sleeping and so on. You can go to a wholesale. Imagine you can go to a wholesaler and buy these particles and sweets and so on, then come sell them, make just a profit of 100 shillings per piece, per pieces of these sweets. So if you can sell 110 of them in a week, you already have 1,000. Is that not good money? So if you have that 1,000 in 1 week, then multiply in 14 weeks that you are in school. How much is that? 14,000. So if the government gives you another money from help, so how much money do you have? You're already attracting money. That is what you call, that is what I do say and say about creating wealth. And that is how people create wealth, by the way. Creating wealth is not hard. It just starts from a process. Yes. The same thing, you see that money that you've already got there, you can keep doing it from time to time. There's a lot of business you can be able to do. I know even schools that be able to do tendering of supplying some products in school, something like a pool tables. You can be able to buy something like the vending milk, vending some how do you call it, milk and so on. So it's something that you can always come to eat up. And for you to become rich, as I've told you, it's just a matter of process and of what you think about on her and the minds that you'll be able to have. So you see the beauty about it, like us is, we already have that mindset that we can always work about it. We have a mindset that you can always attract. We have a mind that you can be able to think of and say, this can be done today, this can be done tomorrow. So in that way, you are able to attract a lot of money to your side. Another thing can be able to make you rich, I want to talk about it right now, is about getting a financial advisor. I have always encouraged people that it's good to have somebody that can be able to guide you, a financial advisor. A financial advisor can help you to plan about of what you need to start working on. A planner can be able to help you on how you are able to spend, how to minimize spending, how to moderate your spending, what you need to give as a priority, what are you working on, which assets do you want to buy, where you want to buy them, how much are they costing, how much are you able to get in a profits and so on. You see, in that way, you are able to have somebody that can be able to help you get a lot of money. From the beginning, hiring a financial advisor might be very expensive. I can say that because you see, that's like another labor you're adding to yourself and you don't have money to pay them. I do encourage one thing. If you don't have money to pay them, you can start up what you call something like yourself getting tutorials. You can even learn from YouTube, imagine. How to start, how to be rich and so on, how to budget your planning, how to do everything. You see the beauty about Google today and YouTube. We have done everything to make it easier for you. You can go and watch out. Like I've done, I think, videos on how to save money, other videos that I've done before which can be able to guide you. So instead of hiring, if you don't have money to hire someone from the beginning, you are able to go and check it online and have tutorial. Because you see, as long as you have a Wi-Fi and some and online, you can be able to get a lot of information. Another thing I want to talk about is finding a side hustle business to work about. Get a side hustle business. Actually, there's a lot of side hustle businesses. Oh my God, there is a lot of side hustle business you can be able to work around. Like if I start mentioning, I don't even be able to finish. You can be able to start hooking smokies. You can be able to sell eggs. You can be able to start washing clothes for people. Start a laundry business. Oh my God, that's a beautiful business that you can be able to do and get money. Just go and buy a washing machine, 60,000. You can start washing people clothes from the house. Actually, even if you don't have money to spend by that time, you can have what you call people delivered to your place. You can even hire a motorcycle to be bringing the clothes to you and wash for people, iron them, make convenience to people. Because I can tell you the truth, nowadays people are looking for convenience and so on. You see, the beauty about I like mentioning about businesses because I've been trying a lot of businesses. When businesses fail, we try another ones tomorrow. Actually, to me, I do say and encourage one thing. The more you keep learning, the more you learn a lot of things in your life. Because if you check how people waste a lot of time in the internet, people are watching other things, fun things, watching games and so on. They could be spending that time in getting knowledge. You can imagine if they were getting that time on YouTube, then learning here and there, then such you see such what am I trying what I'm trying to mean today is because they're already dedicating their time to learn and get more things on their side. So side hustle businesses, if you're able to know it, they're so much big. As I mentioned it earlier, we have a lot of side hustle business you can be able to work on online. If you are a student, if you are working at home, if you are working at job and so on, there's a lot of side hustle business you can be able to do. Like online businesses, there is a lot of things you can be able to do. I know a lot of people that work from home and they get money paid daily, weekly, and so on. So side hustle businesses are so much many. You can get a lot of side hustle businesses you can be able to work on and do them from time to time. Number one is you can be able to do something like a YouTube. You can even start a YouTube channel, by the way. You can start a YouTube channel. You can be able to be doing vlogs. You can be able to be encouraging people. You can be able to do cooking. If you are a lady and you are sitting at home and you have a smartphone, why can't you start doing a vlog of how to cook? Imagine. How does it mean when you become your own employee of your own YouTube channel? You can be uploading each and every day. If you like traveling and you can be able to do a few vlog about travel, why don't you take it as an opportunity and start riding with it? Let people know of what you do. If you are a teacher and you teach in class, why can't you start a YouTube channel for us and even show us when you teach your students? Even you ask, you can be able to show us on how you're teaching. You see, that is how the best way it is, especially running and doing a business in Kenya. It's so beautiful. When I talk about this kind of a business, you don't need to be even in Kenya alone. You can work from any country that you are in with. You can work from Kenya and talk about Dubai, Djibouti, and any other country on about, because online business will be able to do it from anywhere. Online businesses also are so much many. There's some sites that require you to do what you call surveys. You do surveys, they can be able to pay you. There's some places you can be able to sell photos online. Actually, I'm going to get a link and I'll be able to attach it on the bio. The people will be able to go and check them out. So there are many ways of getting more money online and so on. Actually, you can even be doing what you call writing CV to people. How does it look? Imagine doing a CV. You can just ask people to give them you write them professional CVs for them, and then they can be able to pay you. So the more you do these things, the more it makes you grow, the more encourages you to be bigger and better in a society. And that is a single way of becoming rich. We have a lot of ways by way of becoming rich, many of them that you can be able to go through them, that can be able to encourage you and have a better version of it. Another things about for you to become rich, you need to talk about you need to choose your friends wisely. Just create friends that are much better for you, that can be able to encourage you in life. You see, getting better friends in life can be able to make you your life better, and also can be able to make you to have a good return of investment of whatever you invest to other people. So today, if you start a business and you don't have good friends, I've seen a lot of companies fail because of bad friends. You need to have friends that can be able to encourage you, that can be able to mentor you, that can be able to inspire you to keep going on in life. So I want to take a small break, then I'll be getting back. I'm not even going to end this live. As I get back, we can be able to continue. I'll be able to explain to you another something like 10 topics, 10 items that you need also to consider for you to become rich. So don't go away. Stay tuned. Let's meet in the next after 5 minutes. Thank you very much for waiting me for and having a small break. I want to appreciate all my fans who are watching. Imagine having around more than 10 people still waiting for me. It's so much a great honor. I so much appreciate. I want to appreciate all of you people for being part and parcel of supporting this channel, the Young Seers show. So if you have not subscribed by this video, remember to subscribe, remember to comment, remember to like, remember to keep inspiring many people as we continue up on this journey. Now, let us continue. We're still discussing about ways of becoming rich, and I've been giving you a lot of ways of becoming rich, as I mentioned it earlier. Doing a business and so on, I still encourage my good people, try to start a business as early as possible. If you do a business today and fail, it's not going to mean that it's going to be an end of you. Actually, you can start business today and you fail tomorrow, but doesn't mean you're going to stay there. You fail today, you wake up tomorrow, and that is how people grow. By the way, people mostly people grow by, how do you call it, they grow by learning as an experience. So the more you learn about business, the more you keep learning too about it. The more you learn about it, the more it keeps encouraging you, the more it inspires you, the more it makes you better to grow in your life. You're talking about friends, the kinds of friends you choose, are going to determine if you're going to make it in life or you're not going to make it in life. There's a video, actually I've made it before. You need to go and check it out, about how to make it in, how to, how do you call it, how to choose your friends wisely, because the kind of friends you choose are the ones to attract you. If you have a friend that always encourage you to go and invest in something, you need to work on it out. So if they encourage you today to help to start a business tomorrow, you can be able to attract them out. But also don't entertain parasites on you, because they will be just there be getting something. And I've always told people, if you get broke today, even your friends runs away from you. So you need to take your life seriously. Take your life seriously as much as possible, because the more you keep working for yourself, the more it's better for you, and so on. So choose your friends wisely. Friends that can be able to encourage you to buy houses, friends that can encourage you to buy mansions, friends can encourage you to start a business, friends can encourage you to get a job, and so on. Actually, I've always always tell people, if you hang around today with 5 millionaires, you become the 6th millionaire, because you'll be seeing how millionaires behave. You'll be seeing how millionaires look for money. You'll be seeing how millionaires run companies, and so on. So in that way, can be able to help you as a person or as an individual to work it throughout. How do you think about that? Imagine if it was to be you, how do you think about it? It's an easy way. So for you to make it in life, you only need to consider of having the better way of you can be able to choose your friends wisely. And the better use for you, the better area for you, the better for you to become a successful person. Point number 12, you need to prioritize of paying your debts earlier. Minimize your debts earlier. I can tell you the truth, I've been there before. There was a time my company was in distress and I had to go and borrow money. I injected capital in a business. Then COVID came and we were inside the house. We were not selling, we were not moving. I can tell you, I had a lot of stress settling debts. And I can tell you the truth today, if there's something that is making a lot of people currently as we speak today to lose a lot of money, is about debts. Debts can be able to make you go crazy. I can tell you that you can go crazy. Have you ever seen some going crazy? People go crazy because of debts. Yes, it's true. People go crazy about of debts. You see, you need to prioritize of reducing debts as much as possible. So the more you reduce your debts for you, the better for you, because it is going to encourage you as a person of knowing your priorities. So once you get money first, pay your debts, then your journey of becoming rich becomes easier for you. Another thing we'll talk about is you need to plan for your emergencies. You need to save something for your emergencies. So if today something happened to you, how are you able to handle it out? How are you able to do it? So for you to make it in life, you need to also to manage and plan your investments earlier and emergencies earlier. So if you have you can actually start saving money, even in a lock saving somewhere, that you know this amount of money can save me when I go in a distress. So this amount of money can be able to pay my rent, can be able to do everything. You see, you cannot be working when you're not staying somewhere else in a good place. So you need to plan and get your money in a right way as early as possible. then you can be able to pay your debts earlier. So the more you pay your debts earlier, the more it's perfect for you as a person and as an individual. So plan and start saving your money earlier as possible. Another thing is again having a financial plan. As I mentioned to you earlier, for you to be successful in life, you need to be having something like a budget. Then you'll be able to be getting by priorities of what you want to invest in, and so on and so on. So that way, it can be able to encourage you and make it in a better way. Another thing you need to do is you can start a company, by the way. If you have a capacity, you can start a company. Getting a company like in Kenya today is not a much hard thing. You can even do it through your smartphone. You can use a laptop and so on. Start a company. Apply for tenders. Apply for other jobs. If you get qualifications, apply for many jobs as possible. And through that way, it can be able to be easier for you, a person, to succeed it. I think by doing such kind of things can be able to help you, can be able to inspire you, can be able to mentor you to make it and become a better person in life. Remember, this is the only opportunity that you'll be able to have. And the more you do it, the more it's better for you as a person and for you as an individual. And by doing so, you become one of the greatest people that can be able to make it in life. And I want to appreciate you people, by the way, for being part and parcel of me. Thank you very much for watching this episode as we started up to now. And also, we shall be going live in the next few minutes. Keep stay tuned in, and then let's continue learning more. I do say, and I do tell people each and every time, learning does not stop. It's only who stops from learning. Thank you very much. Let's meet in our next.